in a monochrome world, broken from the sight through her lonely eyes. It reflects the ocean and stars, but her cry echoes around the simple loss of love in her heart, making this whole fairy tale alive. And sorrow's tender embrace, this was never meant to happen. The light of the day, the only reason you have to stay. Hear me sing my song and just keep holding on.
Hi everybody, HD audio recorder's back. How you doing? Oh, okay, bye. Welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. Our father died last episode. Waltz fell in love with us. We kissed. We almost Frenched a little, but Waltz ran out of breath. I sneezed like a maniac last episode, but I think I'm good now. It's a bright new day, and we're gonna rule the world, or at least get our kingdom back from the evil clutches of our mother. Let's go. It has been almost 3 weeks since Mother's revival, and yet I have not heard or seen anything of her. What are you planning to do, Mother? Parfait told me before that Cinderella had already chosen me as its next bearer. Does that have anything to do with why Mother is still in hiding? It is impossible not to feel the weight of my new responsibility. I got the hiccups in the worst way. I have not yet fully accepted that I am now the bearer, but I cannot run from this responsibility for long. The Cinderella bearer's duty is to work alongside Parfait to balance the light and the darkness of the kingdom. The balance had only just begun mending before Mother's sudden revival. Sniffles. For nights I have been wondering if there is some other way to stop Mother without fighting her. A small part of me hopes that perhaps Mother can still change. They did explain at the beginning of the game what the crystals actually... They said that the crystals balance the light and the dark and they give the witches and the fairies powers or some shit. But what do they actually benefit to the world or to the kingdom? What do they actually do? They fuel the magic of the people who use the magic, but what do they do for the muggles? What do they do for the people who don't have magic? What are the point of the crystals? I don't understand. Maybe if we didn't have crystals, this problem wouldn't exist. I think about that and I remember how I think about that and then I remember how Mother so heartlessly killed Father as soon as she had been revived. She was sleeping for 4 years, but that did not change her mind. Even now, I can only assume that she still means to make this kingdom suffer. Why are people just evil? Why do you want to be evil? It feels as if my heart is twisting itself into a knot. I gasp when a bright spark fizzles to life in my hands. What? Oh, God, what was that? I clench an unclean hand. And unclench my hand, taking a deep breath to calm myself. Ever since I started trying to work with magic, it has been activating on its own. Shit, let's set something to fire. Whenever I feel any sort of deep emotion, some type of electricity sparks in my hands. Where are my tissues? There they are. And it's all I can do to try to keep my emotions in check. By creating lightning? The last thing I want to do is accidentally burn down the marchand or hurt anyone inside of it. Delore and Waltz have both agreed to start teaching me how to use my magic. For the last few days, the forest near the marchand has served as training grounds. Parfait constantly cloaks the marchand in powerful magic to keep our presence hidden from Mother and the other witches. It allows us to use our magic without worrying about being tracked. Still, Parfait's constant spell has considerably weakened her. Delore and Waltz tried to convince her not to cast it in the first place, but Parfait insisted that we remain as close to the Cinderella as possible, rather than move somewhere safer. Why? I don't get it. Why? She told us that I need to be close to the Cinderella as its bearer. As far as we all know, the crystal is still unmoved in its place. I know that suddenly I cannot read. I know that the chance I will face Mother in battle of magic is extremely high, although I fear the outcome. Hello, Mr. Fuzzy. This random piece of fuzz just flew down in front of my face. Although I fear the outcome, I have no choice but to consider the possibility. Time is running out and I do not have the luxury of waiting much longer. I must decide what to do. We fight! They all believe that I am the only one who can stand up to Mother, even with so little practice. Last night I told Parfait that I would make my decision the next day, and that I would tell everyone what I decided. Now it's time for that decision. Guys, we must fight. We must fight for our land. When I step into the reception room, everyone is already there waiting for me. I catch Waltz's eyes first. He cocks his head over ever so slightly, his lips stretching into a warm smile. How you doing, baby? I nod at him and smile back. I take a deep breath before facing everyone. This is the first time I've spoken properly with everyone since my father's death. Before I tell you all my decision, I want to apologize for everything that I have done, for everything that has happened. Mother's back because I was a coward, and Father died because I was weak. Sexto, does Ophelia love me? I need a mother now. I need a mother more than ever. Ophelia is the first to respond. It wasn't your fault, dear. I stare down at the ground with my hands clenched. I try to will my anger away, but only manage a few deep, stilling breaths before I look up again. I brought Mother back because I feared that disobedience would have them kill my father, yet in the end, he was still dead as a doornail. Or doorknob. I can't remember which. What's it say? Dead as a doorknob or a doornail? I think it's a doorknob. I might be the only one who knows that saying. Because my parents say it all the time. The image of Father's smiling face flashes through my mind. I clear my throat. I promised him that I would protect Angiel, and that is what I intend to do. I will do everything I can to protect our kingdom. Even bitch slap my mom. Spoken like a true queen. The words are shocking, even more so when they come out of Delora's mouth. Sorry, I'm thinking for a second. Why would the crown go to Alcaster? He has no relation to the royal family. I'm sorry, the way monarchs work, the way kingdoms work is some knight can't take the crown. Royal blood has to take the crown. Even if it's like a distant relative that lives in fucking Alaska. Alcaster should... I don't even know. I don't even know. Queen? Why do you seem surprised, Princess? You know you're the next in line for the throne. I haven't even thought about being the next ruler. I'm not even sure I have the right qualities. Can I really do this? Oh god! Why was that so scary? That transition was absolutely horrifying. Yo, Doki Doki, get the fuck out. I wanted to see you become a queen. Protect our kingdom. Da, 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 da. I cannot let Father down. I have to do this for his sake. But the kingdom comes before the crown. I will only take the crown if I can win it back. I will need your help. That's what it said, right? Yes. Yes, I will need your help. I'm still weak, but that will not stop me from training every day until we face Mother. To defeat us. Sorry, I just started thinking of the Mulan song. I hope I'm not asking too much, but I hope you will all fight with me to protect our kingdom together. Or we could just move to a new kingdom. That sounds good, right? You didn't even need to ask us, Sexto. It goes without saying that we'll help you in any way that we can. I second that. We'll all be here for you. No. Parfait? Parfait, you stay here. You're gonna watch some Friends, some hot cocoa, maybe order a pizza. You're gonna stay here in this nice chair in the background. I smiled at everyone gathered. So this is what it feels like to be trusted and needed. It feels good. It'll be hard, but we will stop Mother. Together, we might stand a chance against her. Hillary is strong, but not invulnerable. Parfait. Parfait looks at me, eyebrows furrowed. You know what we must do to stop Hillary, Princess? Kill her? I feel a tinge of pain in my chest, but forced my eyes to hold Parfait's gaze. I looked in Parfait's eyes with determination. I do. We must beat her at a game of Uno. She will never recover from that. Later that same day, I resumed my training with Waltz while Parfait and Delora tried to come up with a plan. Julian and Garland returned to the town to listen for any information regarding Mother and Alcaster, or any happenings in the palace. I forced myself to focus on learning how to use my magic as fast as I can. Today, Waltz is continuing his lesson on barriers. He's been teaching me the same spells for the past week, emphasizing my protection. Let's review goodness. Let's review the types of barriers I've been trying to teach you. Do you remember them? One shields you from harm while the other deflects a spell back at its caster. Powerful spells cannot be deflected. That's why you need to be able to tell which spell can be reflected and which cannot, otherwise you'll end up using the wrong barrier. Why not both? A single mistake can cost you your life. Oh, great. So how do I know what barrier I must use? Allow me to demonstrate. You've seen me cast my spells many times, so you should be able to tell the difference between them. I've seen you cast like 2 spells, dude. And make little lights appear. For now, let's think of it as another game. Just take a guess. Who knows? You might actually give me the right answer. Doubt it. I'll give you a nice little treat if you do. Is it a sausage? Shut up, babe. A treat? You always like treating me in town. I don't think we can go to town. It's special this time. Is it sex? Cause that'll be great. And video demonetized. Wonder if this is just like other sweets he treated me to before. No, something sweeter. Waltz snaps his fingers and a glimmering but faint purple light appears around him. Ooh. It is faded at first, but slowly becomes brighter as he moves his hand. You see, the effects of Waltz's magics are immediate, but this spell takes longer to cast. Is it stronger magic? Remember Waltz telling me before that it takes a lot of energy to cast a strong barrier. Does that apply to offensive spells as well? Question. What kind of barrier should you use? I think we gotta use a shield, because it's a big boy. Shield. The slow casting time makes it seem like a powerful spell, and powerful spells cannot be deflected. Surely this might be the right answer. Is that your final answer? Japanese music. My confidence is thwarted by the sudden indecision. Sexto, in the midst of battle, you won't have the luxury of time to think about your decision. I look at him and nod. Should be the right answer. That is correct. Now prepare your shield. Oh boy. I never shielded myself from a powerful spell. What if my barrier breaks and Waltz kills me? Boy, that would suck. Trust in yourself, Sexto. I do as instructed and stretch out my hands to cast a barrier to shield myself. Ooh, it's blue! Here I go! Kaboom! Why would you do that? My hands shake as well. I guess sneeze. My hand shakes as Waltz's spells collide with my barrier. I plant my feet to hold myself upright. Such a strong spell. When the light dissipates, I look up hesitantly before smiling triumphantly when I see that my barrier is still in one piece. I did it! We did it, team! Well done. Stop with that nickname. I eye the barrier again. My heart sinks when I notice new cracks in its surface. My barrier! Don't fret, Sexto. Even the strongest barriers will obtain cracks after being hit by a powerful spell. That is when you set up your next barrier. Your opponent will usually make the mistake of assuming you have the same shield up and attack you with a weaker spell to try to break it. You can be ready for them with a new barrier. I nod. I'm impressed with how fast with fast learner you are. Yeah, well, this is new music. I've heard this music before. I have a good teacher. I think you're just a good student. Ooh, I see where we're going with this. So when will you teach me offensive spells? Whoops. Save me. Get me out of here. I don't think you need to learn those quite yet. Let me learn how to blast somebody into oblivion, please. The witches we're up against will probably strike to offense, which means protecting yourself will be even more vital than trying to attack them. I told everyone that I would fight, and I meant it. If I need to hurt someone to save someone, I'll do it. I look him in the eyes and my gaze unwavering. I still need to learn, even if it's just one offensive spell, Waltz. What if I need to help you? I cannot do that by just conjuring barriers. I shall be your shield. I will not lose anyone else this time, Waltz. I look up at Waltz and my heart aches at the sight of his frown. I will not want to lose you either. That's why I need to be as strong as possible. I want to be able to protect you. Waltz makes his way over to me in just a few strides and pulls me into his arms. I'll do what I can to save you from a repeat of what happened last time, Sexto. Well, I don't have another father, so I don't think that can happen again. But you won't lose me. You want a fucking bet? Waltz pulls back and looks at me, his expression warm and gentle. Here's your treat, I promised. Huh? I knew it! Waltz bends down to place his lips over mine in a soft kiss. Sweet as can be. It's a short-lived kiss, but it's still enough to make me breathless. You alright, Sexto? That was your special treat? I was really looking forward to that cupcake. Disappointed? Very. No, I love you, I'm sorry. I quickly pressed my cheeks to his chest to keep him from seeing my tinted cheeks. No. Let's call it a day, you need rest. Teach me an offensive spell first. Let me learn how to kick some ass! Sexto, we've been practicing since morning, it'll be dark soon. You already know that overusing your magic will take a toll on your body, especially when you're still getting accustomed to it. Parfait, for example! I shake my head at Waltz, determined. Using my magic before did wear me out, but now I can handle much more. What kind of barrier would I be if I couldn't handle this much? Please, I'm begging you, Waltz. He eventually sighs and rubs the back of his neck. Okay, but just this one smell. Smell. I'm gonna teach you how to smell. Spell. I'm gonna teach you how to conjure a snowflake. Thank you. He steps away from me. What I will teach you is a lightning spell. It's not for the faint-hearted. Oh boy. It'll inflict eradicating pain on your enemies and also potentially paralyze them. Okay. I nod at Waltz as Waltz continues his explanation. Though I try my best to conjure the electricity, I only have managed sparks at the end of the day. Just spooks. Just some spooks. I collapse onto my bed and I feel the exhaustion lying over me like a blanket. I can barely move my arms after trying the lightning spell over and over again. Need to learn that spell as soon as possible. I yawn and then close my eyes. Sleep comes easy that night. Oh, fuck you. Oh god, he gave me the hiccups. What? Mother, no. Sexto. Gross. Come back to me, my sweet princess. Ew, no. You have no choice in this, little one. You will come back to me whether you like it or not. Oh, I'll come back. And I'll come back packing. Electricity. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know where I was going with that threat. I'll be waiting for you. Oh, you wait. You wait. I'm gonna make you wait. I sit up in my bed, my heart pounding loudly in my chest and in my ears. A dream? I wipe unexpected beads of sweat from my forehead as I calm myself with steady breaths. No. I will never go back to you, Mother. Yeah. We are a strong-willed princess! You will not grab us. I end up waking up later than usual, a result of my practice from yesterday. When I step inside the reception room, I see Joanne and Garland speaking with Parfait, Delora, and Waltz. There's a definite solemnity to the air. God damn it. They all turn to look at me as I approach. What happened? Princess of Palace has made an announcement today. They're issuing a higher bounty on your head for murder and treason. Oh, I haven't done shit! How much is it? What? How much am I worth? It was very strange with that, but with the fact that they haven't even bothered to look for you since that since that day. I got a tickle in my throat, I'm sorry. Something must have happened that forced them to suddenly act. Dolores soon gathers everyone in the room to discuss Joanne and Garland's discovery. The one who's not here is Anise, who is in town buying ingredients for the Martins' meals. But Sexto didn't kill anyone. Isn't there some way to convince them? I don't know. Alcaster is in power now, and the people favor him. What? What? Now that everyone remembers who I am, they are once again frightened of me. No one would listen to you. They haven't seen how much you've changed. If only they could understand your circumstances, then they might be more sympathetic. I don't think they care. I look at Emmy in surprise and find myself smiling at her. What? Aww. Thank you for your kind words. Hey guys, wait! We can date Rod now, he's not our brother anymore! Oh god, that horrible circumstances to be able to date Rod now. I turn to everyone once again and frown. Once again, I am the one putting everyone in danger. I'm so sorry. If any one of them gets hurt, I will never forgive myself. Waltz takes my hand and squeezes it. The simple gesture does wonders to calm my nerves. Don't be too hard on yourself, Sexto. I've told you already we want to help you. We're in this together. He's right. I'm not sure if there is much Rod, Emmy, or I could do, but we will definitely support you until the end. Thank you, Ophelia. Before I might have cringed at her words, but now Ophelia has nothing to gain from pretending. Mother is right. We're family and we will not abandon you. Oh, stop it. You're too nice. Ophelia and Emmy are both smiling at me warmly. Even Rod seems to have a ghost of a smile on his face. Where is Rod? I haven't seen that little bitch anywhere. Rod. I apologize for bringing this up, Karma, but it's possible... Karma's here? But it's possible to ask for reinforcements from Brigantia. Brigantia is one of our neighboring kingdoms. We have never had close ties, mostly because Brigantia's king tends to stay away from our personal and political affairs. They have always refused to engage in any sort of violent affairs. We all look at Karma, who stands there looking sullen. Haven't seen you in a while, babe. How you doing? After a few moments, he lets out an exasperated sigh. You want me to ask the Kingdom of Brigantia for help? You are their prince, I'm pretty sure, right? That's who's it. Yeah, or their queen. Remember Karma mentioning before that he was part of a noble family, but I did not expect him to be from Brigantia. What's he doing here? How could he possibly ask for help from a king? The king does not participate in battles or skirmishes. It seems unlikely he would provide support. He wouldn't provide assistance. Not even if his own son asked him. Son, you mean? Karma crosses his arms and sighs. Or daughter. Still touchy subject. Well, I suppose there's no use hiding it anymore. Whips off dress. I am the king! I mean, prince! Oh, god damn it. Yes, I am the son of King Clementi of Brigantia. I'm gonna say I pronounced that right. Judging from the sudden quiet in the room, it seems that Parfait, Delora, Waltz, and the knights were only the ones who knew that. You're the lost princess? Lost prince? Gennaro told me once that that guy, oldest son, has disappeared just 1 year ago. They were circumstances. Obviously there were extenuating circumstances. My family never knew that I had the fairy tale curse. I was forced to leave my kingdom so that I could come here to break my curse. You came to Angel to break his curse? Or are you just a dirty tourist? His eyes wander slowly to me, but then he focuses once more on the conversation. To answer your question, though, no, I do not believe my father would send help. He hasn't heard from me since I left a year ago, and he would most likely think of me as some kind of imposter unless I showed up at the kingdom's doorstep. Even then, he would have too many questions and we would never get the help we were seeking in time. Is there not another kingdom we can ask for help? Seems we can't rely on them for help, then. Great. We all turn to stare at Anise. When the fuck did you get here, Uncle? The fine lady Anise has suddenly appeared in the march-in. What magic is this? Actually just came back. I'm sorry for startling you all, but I found this and I had to bring it back. Her smile fades as she pulls a flyer for us to see. An announcement? From the look of it, 4 days from now, Lancaster will make a speech about the changes that are going to happen in NGL. That's it. Yeah. Changes? That doesn't sound very promising. No, not really. It means bad news, but it may be worthwhile to take a look. This might give us some insight on what's going to happen at the palace. Hillary is still in hiding, but it seems very likely she could be involved in all of this somehow. They could be plotting something special for that day. Garland and I can go to the event then. We'll make sure not to stand out. Then stop looking like such main characters. I'm coming to- Are you a dumbass? Sexto! I need to know what is happening. I cannot hide forever, Waltz. Yes, you can! You have a bounty on your head, girl! I will go. I do not need anyone's permission to do so. Well, I guess you're technically the next queen after all. Laura, don't encourage her! We both know how stubborn she is. She won't stay put, even if we command her to. You can't command a queen! Dora looks at me and winks. Aw, babe. Parfait lets out a heavy sigh. Waltz and Karma will accompany her then. Waltz nods. Karma looks somewhat startled, but eventually nods as well. So until that day comes, we all need to prepare for the worst-case scenario. Okay. Oh, things are getting so tense. I don't think I can handle it. another magic lesson. Alright. Well, I'm gonna end this episode here. I got the sniffles real bad. And I keep getting random fits of hiccups. It's all the air I'm taking in. Just, I breathe so quickly. And I run out of breath and I get the hiccups in the worst way. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible what this job does to me. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.